future of Ford City Mall could take shape today. Developers will pitch a multi-million-dollar plan. Some neighbors plan to protest.
Plus, one homeowner found a way to make a $45 HOA problem disappear with a can of green spray paint. Yeah, we'll talk about what this is about on this Thursday, August 20th.
Streaming live from Chicago, ABC7 Eyewitness News at 7 starts now.
Top
of the hour on ABC7Chicago.com, Disney Plus, and wherever you stream. I'm Terrell Brown.
And I'm Val Warner. Good to be with you this morning. Let's check your weather right now, followed by traffic, of course. Heisel in for Tracy with a look. Pretty blue skies there, Heisel.
Yes, it's clear out there and a nice, comfortable start to the day. Go out and enjoy today because it's going to be a dry, sunny day. 50s and 60s out there for most of us. 60 degrees in Waukegan, 62 in Palatine, 66 in Oak Lawn. Valparaiso's at 64. Joliet is at 66. Right now we are clear after having some cloud cover overnight. That has moved out and we will stay clear through the rest of the day today. 9 a.m. temperatures are in the low 70s here, and then as we continue the clock here to show you around noon, we're in the mid and upper 70s, close to 80 for today. It's dry, but then bringing in that chance for rain tomorrow. Diane?
Two big problems on the roads this morning, one on the Stevenson and one on DuSable Lakeshore Drive. Both of them continue to cause major problems out there. We start things off on the outbound side of the Stevenson where a semi and dump truck collided. A little earlier this morning, two lanes remain closed, two left lanes and the left shoulder. There was also a spill there the crews are having to clean up. So because of that, the delay, as you can imagine, is significant. Here is kind of a snapshot of that delay. We've also got a Gapers delay too. So on the outbound side, those delays begin well past First, and on the Gapers delay, those begin at Lamont. So very, very tight on I-55 this morning. It's at least an hour and a half to go outbound. And now we go to Chopper 7 with this closure. Northbound DuSable Lakeshore Drive shut down completely between Roosevelt to Jackson because of an earlier deadly crash involving a motorcycle. It happened actually late last night, but the investigation and the closure went in during the overnight hours. Because of that, a lot of drivers were thrown off, and that delay goes well onto the Stevenson and obviously the remainder of the south end of the DuSable Lakeshore Drive after that. So very, very busy on the Stevenson and then getting to the drive. Please plan accordingly. It's going to be like this for some time. No word yet on when things will reopen, but we will let you know right away. Val and Terrell.
All right, got it, Diane. Thank you. Another week without power could be ahead for some families.
And NIPSCO now gives Gary and Portage a Tuesday restoration target. Evelyn Holmes explains why repairs are taking so long. She's live in Gary this morning. Evelyn.
Well, we're here at the NIPSCO utility lot, which is a hotbed of activity. We're seeing the overnight crews come in and the dayside crews prepare to go out. Utility says that those overnight crews have been out basically all night trying to get service back up and running, not only for hard-hit areas like Gary, but also for Portage. Now, the utility says that they are working as hard and as diligently as they can to get the power back on. That's little comfort to people, thousands of people who have been trying to exist simply in the dark.
No gas, no restaurants, no power. Now we had to throw away everything, got all the refrigerators. At night it's like Gotham City. You can't see anything.
Well, NIPSCO says more than 38,000 Gary customers were impacted by the August 11 storms. The utility says before repairs could begin, crews conducted extensive damage assessments that included surveying 2,000 miles of power lines while working to dispel claims on social media that the restoration work is related to race or socioeconomic status.
This isn't just an inconvenience, it's a real burden. And I do not minimize the fact that it has been a burden. These aren't simple repairs. These are systems that are being rebuilt. Restoration work continues every single day. Our crews remain focused on restoring our service safely.
Now, something else we're noticing, you may remember there was an incident last weekend with a NIPSCO vehicle being struck by gunfire. We're also seeing a lot of Gary police officers as well as Indiana State Police coming in to shepherd those crews who will be working in and around the area just to maintain their safety. If there is any positive about this, it's that the community coming together to support one another. We're seeing neighbors helping neighbors. This as everyone's just really waiting for the power to come back on. Back to you guys.
Okay, Evelyn, thank you. And some families in Dyer are waiting for an update from NIPSCO as well. Caitlin Kavik told us that her family has been without power for more than a week. They hoped it would be restored last night, but she says NIPSCO pushed back that timeline.
We were told that our power should have been restored. We kept hearing Wednesday, yesterday at 11:59 p.m. However, that's obviously now it's been pushed back to Thursday tonight at 11:59, and that's really pretty much just the most frustrating thing is the lack of information.
Yeah.
We understand that it's a major storm and that repairs take time, but it's been so frustrating not knowing what is actually wrong in our particular section.
Quebec and her daughter have been sleeping at her mother's home in Cherville. Her daughter also returns to school today after days of storm-related disruption. Meanwhile, the mayor of Portage, Indiana is assuring neighbors that he will continue to monitor NIPSCO. Austin Bonta posted on Facebook, quote, "I'm going to stay on NIPSCO every single day now that they are doing a set call with all the mayors in the Calumet region because the 25th is not acceptable for anyone."
The mayor of Portage is also warning people about generator safety. He says in part generators must only be used outdoors and well away from homes and buildings. Carbon monoxide cannot be seen or smelled. People are being reminded to check their carbon monoxide alarms and review safety guidelines to prevent tragedies.
Relief efforts continue in East Chicago. Several groups are teaming up for a food giveaway at Greater Destiny Bible Church. The food pantry runs from 9 this morning until noon. Then a free community cookout runs from noon until 4. And also other food giveaways are happening today. One starts at 8 this morning at the Calumet Township Multipurpose Center in Gary. Another begins at noon at Gospel Truth Apostolic Ministry in Gary. And a third starts at 4 this afternoon at Portage High School. And so many people are offering up support to those impacted by lingering outages.
Yeah, the Indiana Colts and Pacers will each donate $125 grand. Gary native and NBA legend Glenn Big Dog Robinson also stepping up. He's donating $100,000 for storm relief. The money will help provide food, water, hygiene items, and cleanup supplies. And you can track outages as crews get the lights back on. Scan the QR code right there for the latest updates from ABC7's Power Outage Tracker. You can also find it at abc7chicago.com.
A closed mall, a major redevelopment plan, and a neighborhood divided over what comes next. The Ford City proposal heads to City Hall today. Stephanie Wade breaks it all down.
Hey there, good morning. Well, developers will present a $200 million redevelopment plan to city leaders this morning to reimagine the former Ford City Mall property. This is what it would look like. Chicago-based Curve Industrial wants to turn the property on the southwest side into an industrial complex. That would also include a public plaza, a new CTA bus stop, and other enhancements. Alderman Derek Curtis says the proposal has been revised based on community feedback, but it has received some pushback over concerns of industrial traffic and noise if City Council were to rezone the mall from a shopping district to industrial. Ford City Mall closed back in June over concerns of a defective fire suppression system and health and safety issues. We know protesters are expected to rally outside City Hall this morning ahead of the Plan Commission meeting. If approved today, the proposal would still need to get approved by the Zoning Committee before going to full City Council for a vote. We're live at City Hall. Stephanie Wade, ABC7 Eyewitness News. Back to you.
Stephanie, thank you. A former Kenosha County Sheriff's deputy is facing criminal charges over alleged misuse of flock license plate readers.
Comes as the ABC7 I-team learned an Itasca police officer also lost their job over alleged misuse of the same technology. Former Kenosha County Deputy Frank McGrath resigned last fall. He's accused of using the system to track a co-worker for personal reasons. And Itasca officials say an internal audit found an officer used department technology for an unauthorized purpose. Details have not been released. Similar cases have come up all over the country. Flock says it has added new safeguards to prevent misuse.
Chicago rapper Lil Durk faces a major day in federal court. Jury selection begins today in Los Angeles in his murder for hire case. Prosecutors accuse Durk of hiring 5 people to kill rival rapper Quando Rondo. A 2022 shooting at a gas station killed one of Rondo's family members. Durk was arrested in Miami in October of 2024. He is charged with conspiracy resulting in death.
We are hearing from the family of a 64-year-old woman killed on Chicago's west side. She was one of the 2 people shot yesterday near Pulaski and Jackson. Family members say Joanne Perry was walking to the store to play the lottery. About a block away, police say 2 people came up to a 25-year-old man near Adams and Pulaski and shot him several times. Officers later found Perry nearby, shot in the chest. Her family says she was a mother of 6 and a cancer survivor.
Snap right up under you, right up under your nose on a lovely day that she loved to do every day. Just go play the lottery, you know. She just want to go outside, you know, because she battled these conditions and she overcame them. And all she want to do is just live her life, you know, and to be gunned down senselessly over something that didn't have nothing to do with her.
Police say the suspects got away in a black sedan.
Chicago Alderman Jason Irvin is responding to that shooting in East Garfield Park. He says, in part, I am absolutely outraged, and those responsible must be found and held fully accountable. Irvin is urging anyone with information to contact police.
11 past the hour. Today, Republican Day at the Illinois State Fair in Springfield. Party leaders will rally this morning, looking to build momentum for the November midterms. Yesterday, Illinois Democrats took center stage for Governor's Day. Many are already looking ahead to November.
I think what excites me the most is the groundswell of the Democrats this coming up election.
It's really important that we take care of the working family. That's who supports this country and always has.
Governor J.B. Pritzker also honored U.S. Senator Dick Durbin for his years of service. Durbin is not seeking re-election. And a little help can go a long way before the first bell. Today is the final day of Kids Above All's annual school supply drive. The group is collecting backpacks and classroom basics for 1,500 kids. Donations can be dropped off at Kids Above All's distribution center on Oakton Street in Des Plaines.
The South Side gets the last laugh. The White Sox beat the Cubs 3-0 at Wrigley. The Sox scored first and never looked back. They held the Cubs to just 2 hits. The win helps the White Sox avoid a 3-game sweep. Today, the Sox host the Braves at the Rate Field for a makeup game, and the Cubs head to Seattle tomorrow for a 3-game series with the Mariners.
All right, live and local news just getting started this morning. We are streaming out loud. When we come back on a Thursday morning, need a nap already? Yes.
Yes.
A new poll finds plenty of Americans are not getting much shut-eye.
Talk about a job going way too high. A worker trapped 130 feet up tells ABC7 how a routine call became a 6-hour ordeal.
And a cool start gives way to a sunny warm-up your next 12 hours in the AccuWeather forecast. Coming up next.
Welcome back. It is 7:14 and temperatures right now are in the 60s, and we even have some 50s here on the map as well. 64 degrees at O'Hare, reporting a mostly sunny sky. Dew points in the mid-50s. That means it is feeling comfortable outside. A north wind around 5 to 10 miles per hour for the day today. It's a dry day. It's a sunny day. It's a really nice day. Forecast for today is 80 degrees. Yesterday we hit 80, so expecting to be about there, but with humidity lower, it's going to feel different outside. Average is 82. Sunrise this morning was at 6:05. Sunset later today at 7:44. A look here at the next 24 hours to show you that our temperatures reach close to 80 degrees today. We're sunny. Overnight tonight, temperatures drop off into the 50s and 60s once again. Tomorrow, we start the day off with some clear skies, and then eventually clouds move in. The chance for some storms late in the morning, all the way through late in the afternoon as well. We have the chance to have some scattered downpours around, and then continuing the clock to show you that by the time we get to about sunset and after sunset, it is looking mainly dry. Then this upcoming weekend, Saturday, there could be an isolated storm. Sunday is looking dry, mostly sunny and very comfortable with lower humidity. Back to school also looking great. Some sunshine and temperatures in the upper 70s. Diane?
Status quo on the Stevenson, so same thing is going on as the last 2 hours or so. Outbound on the Stevenson, we've got this crash at Route 83, semi-dump truck involved. There was also a fuel spill. Because of that fuel spill, it's taking long to have to reopen these lanes. They've got 2 left lanes and a left shoulder closed right now. So the cleanup process is underway, and obviously they're waiting for some heavy wreckers to be able to tow those vehicles out of the way. But in the meantime, the delay continues to be right around First Avenue on the outbound or southbound side. And then on the inbound side, we've got a Gabrers delay that continues to be right around Lamont. So for those of you that take I-55, you're going to want to tack on some extra time. This is new, northbound 355 at the river. So we do have a crash here. I don't know if we can go to our tollway camera. Guy, I forgot to tell you, can I do tollway 1 and then we're going to do chopper first? So if we can go to our tollway camera, you can actually see that crash there on the tollway. There it is right there. And you see those 2 left lanes are down, and that backup, that traffic is really beginning to build. It's about a half of a mile of a delay right now approaching that crash scene. Now to chopper we go for an ongoing situation happening on DuSable Lakeshore Drive. It remains closed northbound from Roosevelt to Jackson, and this delay, Val, goes all the way well onto the Stevenson at State. Back to you.
Okay, got it, Diane. So a gold mine collapse in the Central African Republic has now killed more than 100 people. The mine collapsed Tuesday near the Cameroon border. Several people were also critically injured, and others remain missing or trapped. It is unclear what caused that collapse. President Trump is facing criticism after showing reporters a new White House helipad. The Washington Post says that his renovation projects could top $900 million. The White House says the work is overdue. The criticism comes as the national debt tops $40 trillion and Trump's approval rating hits a new low. Watching this story for you today as well, a new healthcare hub is opening today on Chicago's west side, bringing more services closer to families. The Austin Hope Center will expand access to pediatric care, behavioral health services, and community resources. The ribbon cutting is at 10 this morning on Chicago and Lawler Avenue. A community celebration follows from 4 to 6 p.m. with music, food trucks, and family activities. The Bears are trading teammates for a tougher test. Why today could get physical in Cincinnati. And no water, no way down. The electrician stuck inside a sign for hours shares the message that he made for his family ahead.
Eyewitness News streaming at 7 continues after a break.
Six hours, more than 100 feet in the air, and no easy way down. A month after getting trapped inside a sign, AJ Go is telling his story only on ABC7. He tells Rob Hughes there were moments that he feared that he might not make it home.
AJ Gao is an electrician by trade, but he works for a company that services signs. Some are close to the ground, others require him to work high in the air. not quite a month since he was stuck for more than 6 hours. He says he feels fortunate to be able to share his story.
In the moment, it was getting hairy. I mean, I was genuinely getting scared, and I didn't know what was going to happen. And yeah, I was freaking out.
AJ Gao describes feeling the full spectrum of emotions. He says the day started with a routine job. He was in a groove, working inside a truck stop sign 130 feet in the air, accessed by a lift.
It was a hot day. There was really no air. So I sent my coworker down. I said, go get me some water and my battery-powered fan. He went down, and on his way back up, the lift had an issue and could not make it back.
Initially, he says he wasn't worried, but the minutes turned to hours, and by 2 p.m., with no luck fixing the lift, he'd been up in the air inside a hot sign for 4 hours without water.
Eventually, I started to feel like crap, and I told him, call EMS. I said, I don't care what you have to do, get me down.
It was around this time, Gao says, he started making videos for his wife and kids, in case things didn't go his way.
God forbid if something were to actually happen, is my final words. So essentially a goodbye without saying goodbye.
But then the Wilmington Fire Protection District responded, and about an hour later, a different lift borrowed from a nearby job site arrived. Gao's own video showing the equipment that would rescue him. About the same time, Chopper 7 captured his spirits improving, giving us the thumbs up, an image that quickly went viral.
I was not prepared for it to get as much traction as it did. I had no idea that I was going to be stuck up there that long or was going to be anywhere near that kind of a scenario.
In the end, Gao was stuck for more than 6 hours before he was rescued, grateful to live to tell his tale.
I am so fortunate that it turned out the way it did, and I'm able to look back in hindsight and laugh at it.
Gao tells me he's already been back at work once again, servicing signs high off the ground, this time though with a minor change. He says from now on he's staying within the safety of his bucket. That way, if a lift fails him again, he won't be stuck. Rob Hughes, ABC7 Eyewitness News.
You're going to pack a lot more water and all the things. See, what a scary moment, though. Like, you think you're going to be fine, and then as the hours go on, you're like, wait a minute.
Wait, am I going to die up here?
Right. What is going on? Hurry up.
Yeah. Glad he's okay. And what a moment, right? Still to come this morning, more of today's top stories, plus weather and traffic. That's on the way. Hang on.
Now, an update from ABC7 Eyewitness News.
Good morning. It is 7:23. I'm Tanya Babich. There are more giveaways planned today to help people in Northwest Indiana. Thousands are still off the grid, and NIPSCO says full power restoration is not expected until next Tuesday. The utility says they are working as quickly as they can to get the power back on. Food giveaways are happening today in Gary, East Chicago, and Portage. Let's get a check of the ABC7 AccuWeather forecast. Here's meteorologist Jaisol Martinez.
Good morning. For crews today, temperatures are going to be close to 80 degrees. We have dry weather all day with sunshine. Temperatures overnight tonight in the 50s and 60s, and then eventually tomorrow the chance for some scattered storms. And with that, it's the main time window from late in the morning all the way through late in the afternoon. It won't be raining that entire time window, but that's when we could have those downpours at times. Then on Saturday, the chance for some isolated storms. That's as a cold front is trying to clear us. Temperatures are into the upper 70s. And then we're looking at some dry and very comfortable weather on Sunday. Sunday is mostly sunny, a high close to 77, and then looking dry and sunny also as we kick off the first day of school. Diane will be back with a check on traffic.
If you want total health care from a provider you trust,
hi Blair,
right in the palm of your hand, if you want soup, sweatpants, and zero in-person contact, if you want wellness wherever, our virtual primary care delivers with great website manner.
no worries.
So choose your doctor from our profiles and enjoy the healthiest online relationship you've ever had. House calls have evolved. Advocate Healthcare.
The Stevenson remains a problem this morning. This after an earlier crash involving a semi and a dump truck. There was also a fuel spill. Because of that, 2 left lanes and the left shoulder remain closed at this hour with the cleanup of that crash. So the crash itself is on the outbound side right at Route 83. Those delays, though, begin well before First Avenue. And then we've got a Gapers delay that begins before Lamont. So pretty significant travel times and traffic there on the Stevenson. Here's a snapshot of those delays. This is going to be on the south side, and that side to the left is that Gapers delay that I talked about. We do have some good news on northbound DuSable Lakeshore Drive. It has finally been reopened. Chopper 7 over the scene there. It was closed at Roosevelt, has now been reopened.
Welcome back, everybody. 7:27 this morning. Beautiful blue skies to start our day. We got a dry day and much needed for so many folks who are still recovering from back-to-back storms over this summer, so we'll take that. Well, look up. Your next package may be flying in. Amazon Prime is expanding drone delivery to Chicago. The service is only for packages weighing 5 pounds or less. They also have to fit inside of a large shoebox. Amazon has been testing drone delivery in other cities, and the company plans to expand it to 500 more locations by the end of the year.
It's the final push for the Valor Games. Today marks the last day of competition with events at McKinley Park. Athletes are wrapping up several days of events and camaraderie. The games bring competitors together through adaptive sports.
All right, coming up this morning, streaming at 7. Still, forget the trophy. For some fantasy football players, avoiding last place may be the real prize.
7 hours, 8 hours, or barely any at all. A new poll looks at America's sleep habits. See where you fall this morning.
And one homeowner found a colorful way around the HOA headache. The fix now going viral.
Streaming live from Chicago, ABC7 Eyewitness News at 7 continues.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome back. I mean, blue.
Oh, yeah,
We'll
it's
take
looking-
it, right?
Yeah.
Thursday, August 20th. Welcome to our streaming half hour here in the different studio. High Soul is in for Tracy with a look at that weather.
Yeah, it's been a rough summer, so we'll take days like this where it's just so nice outside. Right now we have some very comfortable weather, 60 degrees in Waukegan, 64 in Palatine, 66 in Oak Lawn, and it is clear out there after having some clouds overnight. Those have moved out. Temperatures later today, so 9 a.m. we're in the low 70s. As we get closer to lunchtime, about 77 near O'Hare and Midway, the Loop about 74. We stay on the cooler side along the lakefront today, close to 80 for areas inland. Diane?
Just when we cleared one crash on DuSable Lakeshore Drive, got all things open once again. Now we have a second one. It happened basically in the same spot. Northbound DuSable Lakeshore Drive right near Soldier Field. Let's go right to Chopper 7 overhead. And you can see that crash involves 2 Pace trucks, or Pace vehicles rather, and then another red vehicle as well. Chicago police are there. It's smack dab in the center lane. Yes, it is causing significant delays because it never really recovered after that closure at Roosevelt. So northbound DuSable Lakeshore Drive, very heavy this morning. It's well onto the Stevenson is where those delays begin.
Oh, okay. All right, Diane, thank you. And we'll keep checking in on that. When I get to what we're talking about today, call it a nation in need of a nap. A YouGov poll asked Americans how many hours they slept per night on average over the past week.
Oh boy.
7 hours topped the list at about 16%. 8 hours was nearly tied. 5 hours came in third. And about 5% of respondents selected 0 hours. How many hours do you need to feel rested?
Who wants to go first?
8. I need 8.
You need 8? Okay,
Yeah.
got it.
10 is perfect.
Do you get 8 to 10?
No, 5 on average.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I would
I'm
say
at
that's
5 on average,
about
too.
4
Yeah.
or 5.
Yeah, 4 to 5.
Yeah.
Because people always say like, but you know, you have to go to work early, so you go to bed early, and I'm like, yes.
But it doesn't work.
But
like
your body, like especially during the summer when the sun is still up, your body is just like wide awake.
Or you go to sleep at 5 or 6 and then wake up at 8 or 9 and you're up until you have to go to work at 2 in the morning. You know,
Or you go
But
to 5 or 6.
somebody next to us doesn't have this
sleep
issue.
straight
I have
through.
no idea how you do that.
She can.
Easy.
If I said sleep, she can nod off. Think I'm playing. She can nod off.
I almost feel, I tell people all the time, because I was like, my coworkers always complain about they never get sleep. I feel guilty that I get sleep.
No, first of all, don't feel guilty.
Don't feel guilty
Yeah,
about it.
I
No,
do.
you should
The
be-
other night, for example, let's see, not last night. Last night I went to sleep.
Well, we were up talking.
Yeah,
late.
like a little bit after 9, like right around 9:22.
Okay.
For some reason, I looked at my phone, put it down, I was out. So 9:22 to 3:22. So that's what, 7 hours?
6
6 hours.
Jeez.
Okay, so that's 6. But the night before, I fell asleep at 6:45 p.m.
Yeah.
till 3:30. So what is that? That's a lot of sleep.
You got a lot of sleep.
Yeah.
Did you even have to wake up to pee or anything?
And you're a napper
crazy.
sometimes too, so you also sprinkle in some.
Yep.
I just think
I'll
that's
do
so
nap,
good.
and then sometimes I'll wake up and be like, do a couple of little things, and then do right back in the bed. I
I
love it.
don't know how you do it.
I think that's wonderful.
Yeah, it is great.
Well, I'm going to live to be 120.
Exactly.
right.
Because I am definitely, and you know what, my kids sleep a lot too.
I read an article, and I can't remember what the source was, that actually said napping like that helps your brain function.
Oh, I
actually
totally agree with
helps
that.
anti-aging.
Oh.
Yes, anti-aging.
But not-
I've
I'm
heard
like-
that too.
Someone teach me how to nap.
I'm a good
please.
napper. I can fall asleep. I just start counting from 100, like counting sheep
okay.
almost.
Yeah.
But I draw it out like 100.
Oh, there you go.
And
Exhausted already.
I will fall. It exhausts my brain. So
Yeah.
So you
I
just
will-
can't stay asleep?
I can't stay asleep.
That's my thing,
yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
And then going
easily
back to sleep.
easily fall asleep. But then, especially lately with the chance for severe weather and it's happening overnight, I have an alarm like at 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning, checking radar because it's, you know, the overnight shift. You need to come in if there's a lot
If
going
something's going on.
Yeah.
So lately I haven't been able to sleep, especially because of that.
What about you, Terrell? Like, do you have like any kind of routine?
Oh, I got
no,
nothing.
No,
It's all
I
over
know.
the place.
You and I are all over the place.
It's like, I mean, sometimes I'm so tired when I get home I can't stay, because I try to stay up to go to bed late so I
Right.
get all of the sleep at one time.
Right.
And sometimes I can't stay up, so I'll fall asleep. So there's the nap, right?
And
then
how
the
long
nap,
is your nap?
Maybe I've done a nap that's been 2 hours.
Yeah, that's great.
Okay.
Yeah.
3 to
but then-
4 is perfect.
But then I can't go back to sleep at night,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
So it just
It's
a
like an
mess.
appetizer for me.
An appetizer.
Ooh, I like that.
It is definitely an
An
appetizer. It's like I take
appetizer.
a good, nobody's there in the house. It's like I nod up. And you know what will put me to sleep? Scrolling.
Yeah,
Reading.
that'll do it. That'll
like,
do
yeah,
it.
or put on a show.
Yeah.
This is why I can't watch TV shows because I'm always rewinding it because I fall asleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Scrolling will just make me mad.
Me too.
Yeah.
Really?
Or like now I want to
it's
like
always
do
a lot
Now
stuff,
you're in
you
it.
know?
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
Oh,
minute.
no,
My
it gets so
husband,
boring
my
to me
husband
after-
needs to just go to the gym. Like as long as
Oh, wow.
he does like
Like a
work
workout.
and then work
They say
out
that.
and then sleep. Otherwise, he can't sleep. But
And then working out keeps me up, I feel.
Right.
Like now
yeah,
I'm amped.
some
you know
people
what I mean?
are the
It's
opposite. Like
crazy.
morning people who work out in the morning and people who work out in the afternoon.
Interesting.
For me, after I work out, don't ask me a question. I won't know. I'm like
See, like if
so
I work out, I have
sleepy
all
and
the energy in the
groggy.
world.
Yeah, same.
That's why I like my morning.
Me
Workout.
too.
Yeah.
Me too. Yeah.
And I didn't take a nap yesterday. I stayed up a long time.
Does it help you
did.
sleep
and
at
you
all?
went out and ran errands late at night. Look at
Diane,
you.
does working out help you sleep at all?
Nothing helps me sleep. I told you
That's
nothing.
right. That's the way I feel too.
Or I'll sleep. I'll fall asleep. But then I'm like, what is it? Is seal that like flops back? I just flop, and it's like, all right, forget
Yeah,
it.
I have a
get up and go to work.
15-pound weighted blanket.
Oh my
So
God.
I don't.
Oh, now that's
I do not.
That's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
How hot?
Yeah,
That
they
would
are
be
hot.
exactly.
I am very hot.
Sweating
but
through
I-
the sheets.
No, but I just put it at 67 with the fan on and the weighted blanket, and it's enough.
But the blanket doesn't make you.
Oh yeah, it does.
sweat.
It does. It makes me hot.
I'm out.
That's where I am checking
but I
out.
don't wake
sheet?
up. But I don't wake up.
The light sheet? I'm like,
Yeah.
Me too. Me too.
Yep.
I love getting
All
up.
right, there you go. Well, I wish we could hear what you think about
I know,
your
right?
sleep pattern.
Because
This
everybody's got a story.
Everybody's got a story. Now to what some might call the ultimate HOA workaround. A homeowner says she was tired of getting $45 penalties over a dead bush.
Come on.
Instead of replacing it, she spray painted it green.
Good for her.
The video has now been viewed millions of times, and plenty of commenters are cheering her creative compliance. But why are they billing her for the dead bush when it's a homeowners association? She's not supposed to fix that. They got to fix the bushes.
Yeah,
Well,
it looks like
different. It's different when you live like in the suburbs or like not in the city, because the HOA will take care of things like that. But when you live in the suburb, you know, the HOA is for the entire neighborhood, and you're supposed to have it look a certain way, and they can fine you if it's not.
That's crazy. I had the same question though, because it's on the opposite side of the sidewalk. Look at that.
I only know because, like, for example, in Texas, they have an HOA. Like, all my siblings have an HOA. They can't, guys.
They're like in neighborhoods. See, out
it's
here
a
I
whole
lived in the
neighborhood.
suburb. They didn't have any HOAs.
Yeah, it's
in
a
Lansing.
whole neighborhood, and they can't. So, for example, my brother has been fined because there's too much dust on his rocks. Like, too many. Because we live in the desert, and so in West Texas, so the sand blows onto the rocks, and his HOA fined him for that.
Wow.
So what do? Spray paint
Yeah,
the
this
green?
is genius.
That's genius.
And that
Good for
green is
her.
a perfect match.
Yeah, it is. Good for her.
It looks like it's somewhere in a deserty area, but look by the looks of the homes and
California, somewhere.
California, New
Arizona.
Mexico, Arizona, yeah. And that's probably not going to stay green. So that's a great idea.
Yep.
Now she's spending all the money instead of paying that fine on the cans of paint.
Well, maybe this TikTok video will go viral and she'll get her paint.
She'll get a paint endorsement.
Exactly. Yeah.
And you know, fun fact, you know you can't buy spray paint in the city?
Yeah, I do know that. Yeah, my husband was gonna do like the lines so the HOA didn't have to pay for it.
Yeah.
He was gonna do the parking lines on his own, and he had to buy it online.
Wow.
What is that about?
Paint in it.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? Well, the people who do graffiti can seem to find it.
Yeah, they sure can.
No problem.
No problem finding
Going
it.
to the suburbs.
Yeah.
Stream it out loud. We'll get a break in back after this. Yeah.
Welcome back. It is 7:40, and right now we're at 64 degrees at O'Hare. Mostly sunny out there. A north wind around 5 to 10. Dew points are in the 50s, so it's feeling very comfortable outside, and it's sunny. It stays comfortable the entire day today. Forecast is 80 degrees. Yesterday we hit 80 degrees, but it'll feel different today because the humidity is lower. Average is 82, so we'll be pretty close to that. Sunrise this morning, 6:05. Sunset later today at 7:44. Notice here our temperatures do eventually reach close to 80 degrees. We have plenty of sunshine overnight tonight. Temperatures fall into the 50s and 60s. Here we go into tomorrow. The chance for some storms, 10 a.m. to show you the chance for an isolated storm or two. That chance is late in the morning through parts of the afternoon. 1 p.m. to show you some downpours around as well. And then continuing the clock to show you that around dinner time, we still have that chance for a couple of thunderstorms in the area. It's not widespread. It won't be raining where you are all day. Just every now and then you might run into a downpour. Then this weekend, we're talking temperatures in the 70s. A stray storm possible on Saturday. It's dry on Sunday, mainly sunny, and also looking very comfortable. A look here at your 7-day forecast to show you that on Monday, as we go back to school, temperatures are in the upper 70s and we'll have some sunshine. Diane?
All right, we have got some good news on the Stevenson, but we've got a new crash. That sounds like it's very serious. Chopper 7's headed there right now. So that crash is westbound on I-80 at Chicago, and it does sound like it involves a semi and another vehicle. Potentially that vehicle slammed and ended up underneath that semi. We're waiting for the live pictures. We'll bring you those live pictures as soon as we get them. But it is a very serious crash happening right now on I-80, and authorities are headed to that scene. The crash I told you about on the Stevenson outbound at Route 83, all lanes are now back open. This crash happened earlier between a semi and a dump truck. There was also a fuel spill. We had 2 left lanes and the left shoulder down for the better part of the morning, but everything is now reopened. And it's a good thing too, because those delays are now getting a lot better. They're right around LaGrange now, getting better. That's on the outbound side. And coming inbound, we did have a significant Gapers delay as well that begins at Lamont, and that one is slowly getting better as well. So tack on at least an extra 15-20 minutes if you're just leaving the house and heading in either direction really on that end of the Stevenson. But just to give you an idea, here's a look at the delay. This is the one that is heading outbound, and then you see the Gapers delay too. Both of them slowly but surely will get better. Val and Terrell?
Okay, got it, Diane. So Illinois tollway drivers will soon pay more. The tollway board approved a historic rate hike.
Yeah, passenger tolls rise 45 cents January 1st. Commercial rates jump 30%. John Garcia breaks it all down.
More than 1.7 million drivers use the tollway system every day, and the tollway collects about $1.5 billion a year in tolls. But starting next year, they will start collecting quite a bit more, as the tollway board unanimously approved a big increase.
Hearing none, Christie, may I have a roll call on the motion to approve?
I've got 3 kids that are in the area that use the tolls quite often, so it adds up real quick.
It's going to be a big impact because I use the highway every day.
The Tollway Authority says they sought public opinion on the proposed increase in capital program for 2 years, online and through numerous in-person meetings. Drivers of passenger vehicles will pay an extra 45 cents every time they go through a toll plaza, on top of what they already pay. Commercial vehicle rates will go up 30%. The Tollway Authority says that will still be under the national average. The Tollway Authority plans to use the money to fund a new $26.5 billion capital program to maintain current roads and build new ones. Governor Pritzker says he supports the increase.
Let's be clear, we want to make sure that our roads are pothole free, that we're making sure to build more so that we can build our economy across the state of Illinois.
Nevertheless, the rate increases are expected to hit commercial truck drivers especially hard.
It's terrible. They're trying to make us drivers, and not just, truck drivers, but everybody, they're trying to make everybody pay more, and the world is already expensive.
From here on out, the tolls will increase every 2 years on a cost of living basis. The first increase goes into effect on January 1st. Just off 294 at the O'Hare Oasis, John Garcia, ABC7 Eyewitness News.
Ready? John, appreciate it. The Bears are in Cincinnati today for a joint practice with the Bengals.
And today's practice comes ahead of Saturday's preseason game. The Bears won last week's first preseason game 34-10 over the Cleveland Browns. The joint practice starts at 9 this morning in Cincinnati. Kickoff for the Bears-Bengals game is at 6 p.m. Saturday, Chicago time. Finishing last can come with a price. The wild punishments fantasy football leagues are serving up this year.
And think you are the king of Uno? A new tournament could put your skills to the test. So fantasy football has winners, and then there are the people who finish last.
And for them, the season may end with a punishment. From costumes to strange challenges, as ABC's Danny New shows us, leagues are really getting creative.
My husband doing a fantasy football punishment.
Why is Chicago's John Lesky here dressed up as Eric Carl's The Very Hungry Caterpillar? Because once again, before the start of the NFL season, fantasy football players are finally serving their punishments for coming in last place last year.
I was actually kind of impressed by the end of it. I'm like, I would have tapped out really fast. So
Overall, you're proud of your husband.
I was pretty impressed.
There are millions of fantasy football leagues around the world, and the quest to generate the most unique last-place punishment has become a bit of an annual internet tradition. In John's case, his league is mostly friends and family, so he made sure to at least FaceTime with his league mates' children, including his nephew.
And they were like, they haven't sat still for that long in like a month.
Playing Michael Brook today, no ball.
Meanwhile, in Canada, Connor Merritt here is in a league with all of his old hockey buddies, and his punishment was to go golfing without a ball and not tell anyone he joined why he didn't have one.
I go put my tee in the ground with no ball on it and swing, and I turn back, I go, that was a good one, and then he looks at me dead serious and goes, how do you know?
There's also a chance you could be locked in a closet and have to do a 1,000-piece baked bean puzzle, or you might have to be like Ty in South Florida here, who had to compete in a bodybuilding competition.
I had no idea what I was doing. I was just hitting poses that I kind of saw them do.
In the case of Ty and his buddy Tommy, they have been in this league together since high school. And perhaps the best part is, Ty was the one who thought of this idea before the start of last season. So in preparation, Ty shaved his body hair, got a spray tan, and over the course of many months, even lost 30 pounds. But why did he go through so much effort?
That's what makes fantasy football.
By the way, Ty says that bodybuilding video has led to two things at work. One, his boss giving him a raise for showing strong character. And two, his boss making a life-size cutout of Ty to hang in the office. In New York, for ABC News, I'm Danny New.
It is funny. But, I mean, he came through on it, you know. He could have lost and was like, nah, I'm not doing it. But he got up there.
He owned it.
Yeah, and lost some weight, too, in the process.
Okay, not bad,
Good
guy.
for him, yep.
I think people will get creative with it.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe too creative.
You want to see all of that, huh?
Yeah.
I think okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we're going to take a quick break. We'll have more coming up. Nope, we're going to talk about this.
Yeah, Uno is dealing out a serious prize. Mattel is launching the Uno Championship Series. Players can qualify online or at live events, including one in Chicago. The finals are November 11th in Los Angeles. The winner takes home $50,000. The championship will stream live on Twitch. Get you some money.
We all know someone who really likes Uno.
Oh, God, yeah. Yeah.
I don't ever want to play any board game.
Ever?
No, when people are like, let's have game night, I'm like, okay, I'll just sit there.
Oh, no. You don't like it?
No, I don't. I just, like, there's too many rules, and people get so into it and
Yeah,
so
they
serious. Uno especially, like, they're like, you just
the
broke
rules
the
keep
rules.
changing
And I'm
with
like, what? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. They're like, you're a cheater. And I'm like, no, I'm not trying to cheat.
You need a new game group friend.
Yeah,
Uno,
that's what it is.
no,
That's right.
anywhere I go, Uno fans or people who play Uno often are very, very serious about it. So it makes sense that they are having this challenge that there's a $50,000 prize. There are many people who would compete.
Yeah. Oh, man. Two sweet faces need a place to call home, by the way.
Okay, Meet the Cats, looking for their forever families. That's coming up next.
Eyewitness News streaming at 7 continues after a break.
All right, let's take one last look at your 7-day forecast. So today we're mostly sunny. It's a beautiful, comfortable day. Go out and enjoy it, close to 80 degrees. And if you have to work, maybe just take a walk during your work shift. Then on Friday, the chance for some scattered storms here. Isolated storms Saturday, that means really spotty. And then Sunday, feeling comfortable. The first day of school, looking really nice. Upper 70s with some sunshine.
All right, we'll take it. Nice, thank you. Let's get you caught up on what's trending today.
She's choosing to con us. You're choosing to believe her.
Good American Family is coming back to Hulu for a second season. The new season of the anthology will focus on the jaw-dropping case of Lorena and John Bobbitt. Grey's Anatomy star Ellen Pompeo, who starred in the series' first season, will executive produce. Disney is the parent company of Hulu and ABC News.
We back.
Scary Movie will soon be available to stream. The 6th movie in the Scary Movie franchise reunites original stars Marlon and Shawn Wayans and Anna Faris. It will premiere on Paramount Plus on September 3rd.
I was built to protect and obey humans, and humans are idiots.
Murderbot has announced additional cast for the 2nd season of the Alexander Skarsgård-led series. New cast members include Steve Buscemi, Severance star Tremel Tillman, Nicholas Braun, and Wanda Sykes. And happy birthday to Demi Lovato, who is 34 today. That's what's happening in Hollywood. Melissa Adon, ABC News, Los Angeles.
All right. We're launching something new this morning. It is our Friday Eve feline feature.
Each week, we'll introduce you to cats looking for forever homes. And we're starting with 2 sweet little faces from Barb's Precious Rescue in Palatine. Talk about a perfect personality. This is Mama Eloise. She's got, I think I said that right. She's got she's just over a year old. She's sweet, she's curious, she loves to cuddle. I don't think, do cats normally like to cuddle?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they do.
This brown tabby also loves being around people. Mama Eloise is ready to trade rescue life for a forever home.
They like to cuddle when they like to cuddle, though.
Okay. Yeah, I was going to say, I feel like they're kind of run the thing.
They do. Next up, Hyacinth right here, 2.5 years young. There she is right there, looking good. She is gentle, affectionate as you can see, and loves company. She also enjoys sitting by the window and watching the world go by. Hyacinth is ready for a family of her own. Looks like a sleeper too, which is also nice.
Yeah.
So sweet.
Okay.
Yep.
Is somebody getting the itch?
No,
Okay.
I'm good.
Ooh.
National Bacon Day today. Get you some bacon. Are we out of here? We gotta go. All right, we gotta go. See you later, everybody. Have a great day.